these coconut palm trees. I'm in my zone when you call me. Wrist in my neck, it was icy. I'm liking everything I see.
Now you holding my hand, kiss on the cheek. Things you won't get in the state. Damn, you in shape. I like how your jeans be hugging and fitting your waist.
Passport bros are people who travel to different countries and pay. It's called sex tourism. It's like you can't get a girl in your general location.
Wow, that's funny.
So you travel 17 hours away to find a wife or a prostitute. One or two.
Or submissive, traditional
woman. Traditional woman. Like they haven't done this with somebody else before you, but hey. As long as they say they could cook, as long as they say they gonna treat you like a man, it's all good.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's faster than a speeding bullet. Can take one leap and a bound. It's Super Sims with the power of being incels in this United States Capitol where people and women don't even respect them whatsoever with the inkling hope that one day they will actually get some box on this meager planet. Like, these guys right here, guys, are the super simps, and they're being used by the Chat GPT bot and the sisterhood to say these things about the passport bros in hopes to getting some box. So they're dangling that carrot. Oh, I'll give you some box if you do these videos. And by the time they send the videos over and the women view them, they block these guys every single time. And the guys are like, where's my box? For my orbiting, for all of my validation giving, for all of my time. Stupid simps, you don't understand. These women will never get you nothing. They will never do anything for you. They're just using you for their own agenda. And that is to cope about the passport bros. These super simps, you need to get your heads out of the sand, understand game, understand female nature, understand these women are using you, get a passport, and get up out of here. Stop being super simps.
It's like Brazil and the Philippines, like you have over 300 million.
So wait, what? So the theory now is passport bros are leaving the country to hook up with trans people? We're number 3. Why would we leave the capital? We're close to the capital of it. So why would we fly over there for that? People, we kind of displaying ignorance right now, man. It's a bunch of name calling and shaming tactics. I think we need to do better. If people want to travel and go somewhere else, let them go somewhere else. If people want to find women here, they can find women here. It shouldn't be this big argument or this verbal street fight we have going on right now, man. We putting a lot of ignorance on display. Y'all already said these women can't speak English, and they're stupid. So, I mean, y'all just keep adding pretty much gas to the fire.
I agree with you, bro. Like, the women, they need to do better. They need to, understand what's going on, but they're not. They're too busy seething, too busy upset, too busy mad every time they see the passport bros in a successful situation outside of the country while they sit alone and push more people away and become cat women. They just try to cope with the fact that, damn, we are losing this, but the programming told us and feminism told us that we would be winning this. They're being lied to over and over and over. And if you notice, looking at that list, there's no the Philippines at the bottom, but there's no Colombia, there's no Venezuela, there's not even Thailand on this list. And you would think that that's the capital. So that just goes to show you right there, guys, that these women have no idea what the hell they're talking about. They're just upset. Anything that they see, they just react. They see it, they react. It's over here, they react. Oh, I saw a video about this. I know that they're going over there for that. I'm going to bash them for that. They react. The same things that women say, stop talking about us, stop talking about us. Yet they can't keep the passport bros' names out of their mouth. It's sick. But anyway, I'm here to cook them. I'm here to call them out. And I'm here to just, watch them fumble from their foolery. Let's keep going.
Specifically to find a mate? Oh, that's a different kind of pathetic.
John, these men have been called every name in the book just for wanting a woman to act like a woman. They don't give a fuck. What you failing to realize is that marriage really only worked in mass, like for the masses, when women played no part in the decision-making process, when it was just their father choosing a man for them. Based on not dishonoring him and his decision, they would stay in the marriage. And based on the society being structured against ending a relationship. Like even in the 50s, when men were abusing their women, women would stay not because they were weak, but because society viewed them more favorably if they stayed with the man.
I have to stop here because I don't really know about the hitting part. Maybe a few smacks or whatever, but not to the point where the woman is completely beat down and the next day she's going around her girls, she's wearing shades because her eyes are blacked up like a raccoon. No, nothing like that. I don't think that was actually going on. And if you look at statistics back then, women were actually recorded to be much happier in relationships with the men and in a better state and happy in general to have children and a man that they loved, admire, respect. So I don't know about the beating them and nah, bro. I don't know about that. I think men actually love their wives because their wives were actually what they wanted. They actually checked off their boxes and men were contempt in the nuclear family that they created. But anyway, yeah, all the other stuff, I don't condone hitting women whatsoever. Like, there's no point of doing it because, especially me, I would never hit a woman because, I might do some damage because I'm pretty heavy-handed, but I would never in my mind think to hit a woman, and you shouldn't either. But talking about that era, it's like, nah, it wasn't like that, bro. Come on now. Let's keep going.
All of that infrastructure is gone. Now there's alimony and child support and all these other incentives and benefits for ending a marriage and relationship. So I blame no man for getting the fuck out of here. Over here, a woman can make allegations and ruin your life. Like, fuck this.
There you go. He touched on another great point. I mentioned it before. No fault divorce. Women can just walk away from men, take half of their stuff, and did nothing for the man whatsoever, just be with them for 6 months. And this guy worked all this time, and women are always aiming for the bigger, better deal. So the guys that come with the bigger, better deal come with 6 figures and above, because women are not settling, so to speak, nowadays. So they rather die than get what the hell they want to get alone. You get what I'm saying? So he's right. So this is why dudes are getting passports. This is why guys are getting out of here. And if you try to shame these guys for going overseas, they're just going to prove you wrong by making videos on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and they're just going to laugh at you guys. That's all that's going to happen from now on. Dudes are going to go overseas. They're going to see what the hell's going on. They're going to get a whiff of it, and they're going to pull a camera out and post it on social media. Whether people like it or not, that doesn't matter. The case is, what he's saying is right. I don't blame dudes either. You see what the hell's going on in society? Why the hell not get your passport and, try to get what you can get overseas, get all of the things that check off your boxes, and don't deal with Western women. I'm telling you, man, like, they're putting a stop to this dating that's going on in the West, and propaganda is playing a part in it, and companies investing in certain products because women are the largest consumers to keep women single. These certain products, it's the perfect time to get up out of here, guys. Get your passport.
The older I get, the more I realize why older men date women that are significantly younger than them, and only because the women their age would never, ever even glance at them twice.
No, Moonface, that's incorrect. The thing is, women like that are older women can't get the type of guys that they're looking for because they're not looking for them. See, mannequin faces like yourself, what happened is you used up all your value when you were young, you waited to the end of the road, you listened and bit the apple of feminism, and then now you're 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, or even 30, 31, 32, 33, and men are not taking you serious because you're outside of the dating market. Men look for 3 things at the most: youth, beauty, fertility, and chastity. If you don't have those things, which you don't once you're 30 years old, you don't have youth, beauty, fertility, and chastity because you probably had more bodies than the cemetery, and you don't possess any of those things that come to you naturally, men aren't going to look at you. So it's not that you're not glancing and looking at them. Men are not looking at you because they're looking at you most likely as their auntie.
Because now there are men my age that try to approach me and I have to actively withhold the urge to spit on them. But
no men approach you, mannequin face. You don't even have any eyebrows. Guys don't even look your way. They wonder, is that a mask on your face? They wonder, did you just powder over your actual eyebrows, or are you still plucking it out like it's 2001 and you're going to school somewhere at Crenshaw High School? That's what they really want to know. Nobody's talking to you. You're just trying to prop yourself up, make yourself look attractive and attainable, and you're not. Nobody's looking at you. You just need some attention.
Younger me would have just died over them, and it was for stupid reasons like, oh my god, he's so cool and mature, he has his own apartment. He should. He's 30. I just thought that was such a sign of maturity and being like a real grown up. But those men were creme de la piss, okay? Like cream of the turds. It's very unimpressive, but I thought that them having like, you know, good jobs was a sign of them being real adults, and they were just little immature baby boys.
Well, no, that doesn't make any sense, because when you were that age, you were probably between the ages of 18 to 24, and those guys are probably 30 and up. You weren't able to lock those guys down. See, men attained you for sex and they got it, but you couldn't retain them after sex. So now I know what the problem is and why you have an issue with those guys now. It's because you've come up in age. Now you're the age that those guys used to be, and those guys are still able to deal with women in that age bracket when you were young. And that's what pisses you off, because men's preferences typically don't change if they have the opportunity and they're like, hey, I got the status, I got the riz, I'm going to date younger women every single time. Because that's what we want. You were the women that men wanted, that you passed up on when they were the same age as you, between 18 and 24. Those guys wanted you. So when those guys had value, they got their value up, they got their money up, they got their game up, they learned, they got into the field and got mature later in life, they went back and got the women that they couldn't get. But now women can't do that. They can't go and get the guys that they couldn't attain when they got older, because now you're outside of the window. You're too old for what the man's looking for. It's that simple. They always blame the men for this, but it's always on them. It's on you, mannequin face. You probably had more eyebrows back then, probably cuter, easier to deal with. Now you got a dose of feminism, got other people's hair on your head, and you can't cope with the fact that you screwed up all your opportunities and your eggs are going dry.
Yeah, those men are almost always losers. Still think it's gross, but now I see the logic.
We can't even see your eyebrows or your hairline, so there's no way we can see your logic.